That did not work out well for him.
Lesson learned, buddy.
Yeah, always fart into the toilet.
Always fart into the toilet.
Why would you risk that? Like, that just, I mean...
It's a ballsy move.
That was Russian roulette right there.
This isn't Taco Bell, son.
And here's the thing. He offered to clean it up and she said no. Stick around and clean it up. I don't care what they say. Would you like to go ask them to stop riding the go-kart around the block?
Oh, it's been 3 hours. I thought they'd be tuckered out by now. Fuck.
Excuse me, we're trying to record and you're fucking it up.
I don't know why, but these are like fascinating.
I think it's fascinating because when we were getting into adulthood, we didn't necessarily have somewhere to go like this to ask the questions.
No, I know.
It was just figuring it out.
I know. Like, but, you know, I guess if you're posting it on Reddit, you actually, I don't know, have no one else to ask. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well, but sometimes you can just be scared to ask a question because you think it's so stupid that you don't, like, you have people to go ask, but you don't want to ask the people around you because you don't want them to think that you're this dumb. Basically, you want to ask strangers who don't know you.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they think they'll get a more honest answer. I don't know. Reddit was fucking horrible today. I normally don't like Reddit, but it just felt like everything was just garbage, just hot garbage everywhere. So then I was like, oh, okay, go to that adulting one. And then it seemed much more interesting. This one's called Mental Fortitude is Not Fun.
Okay.
I'm nearing 25 and I have seen my share of downs, and it led me to a lot of self-knowledge and discipline and ability to become a person I imagined I would be. But every now and then I realize that the discipline of keeping it together is exhausting.
Amen.
Preach. I don't mean I'm pushing myself too hard. I just mean being an adult, and then being an adult that works 2 to 3 times a week, works out 2 to 3 times a week, eats healthy, etc. Even on autopilot, it just gets boring. I won't go into too much detail, but I know that the things I do for my health and life are in a reasonable measure. But every now and then I want to overcorrect and go in the opposite direction. Stay out late, binge watch TV, eat all the crappy food across the span of weeks, and disregard my previous good habits. Does anyone else feel like this? I feel like I'm in competition. I'm in a competition where it's me versus the confident, all-achieving person I want to be. I feel like I've lost my North Star, my why. I want to dawdle on for a few more months of my life, but I can't afford to because I can't but I can't afford to because there are too many detrimental consequences to doing that. Buddy, you have no idea. Try disregarding
Exhibit A.
disregarding
Exhibit B.
a decade of actual like healthy living.
Oh man.
That was
but you know what? In our early 20s, even when we were skinny, we were not living healthy.
No, you can still be like, you know, skinny and be very unhealthy.
We absolutely were.
Yeah. I did way more drugs back then.
We went out to clubs and partied and ate fucking Jack in the Box at 12 o'clock at night. And
yep, I was still a healthy weight. So think about that.
yeah.
I just thought it was funny because and this is maybe why I like the sub, is because the kids actually, not the kids, these young adults actually give me hope that there's not just complete fucking morons out there. Like this kid's in his head, 25, is realizing that the things I do nowadays will drastically affect me later on. So I either create good habits, eat good, do all this stuff, and how he knows it will affect him. I didn't pay attention to that shit for years.
Well, but I also think that if when we were younger and if we were overweight, still doing all of those things, like it wouldn't, I don't know. I don't know if I would have, like being younger, I think that I would have changed like quicker. Because weight comes on slowly.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, in 6 months you put on 100 pounds. If you do, that's really unhealthy. But it still really does come on slowly.
Yeah.
It takes years to get to a point of obviously neglecting things, which we know. But when I was younger and I gained 5 pounds, it was like, well, got to do something about it. I don't know when that changed. I don't know. Maybe just like life caught up and I just stopped thinking about it.
Or you get too busy.
Yeah, and just stopped recognizing it and like maybe not even recognizing it, but maybe just like not even addressing it.
Okay.
Whereas when I was younger, I would address it and just be like, okay, like.
I get where you're going. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just never paid attention to it. Like I never thought, oh, okay, I'll just,
I don't know if that's true. When I met you, you were going to the gym running on a treadmill.
Yeah, but that was, I don't know. Half of that was out of boredom. I had nothing else to do.
How was that? You were going to school and working full-time jobs.
I still felt like I had
You see
more
what
than
I'm
enough
saying?
time.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I get that.
there was something out of you that was like
that feeling when you work out, right?
Yeah.
That feeling as you're packing up and leaving the gym is a pretty amazing feeling.
Right.
It's like a drug that you don't have to pay for. I mean, you pay for
you pay for a gym membership, but yes, I get what you're saying.
So maybe you can get addicted to that. It makes you feel good, I think it helped my energy levels.
Yeah.
And, being in good shape helps you get girls. Once you get a girl, I didn't have to be in good shape anymore. It's a terrible way to look at it, but what I'm saying is like,
yeah,
you're married for years and years on end.
Yeah.
It's easy to be like, I don't have to like impress anyone. I have a great wife.
Yeah.
She loves staring at this fat ass. You know what I mean? It's a bad way to look at it, but it's...
No, it is. I get what you're saying, though. Because vice versa, I did the same thing.
I don't think...
It's like you're not... When you're going out, you're not thinking anymore of... like if people are attracted to you or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
And so it's just one of those things that like goes away and is kind of like maybe in the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm. This one's hilarious. I love it. All right. This one's called Pillows Are Expensive. Who knew? I guess I found out another reason why people keep pillows for a disgustingly long time. I'm completely on my own for the first time, and I'm furnishing my bedroom all on my own. I can't find a 4-pack of standard pillows for less than $30. They look terrible. Everything seems comfy. That is $40 and up for a set of 2. And it's making me want to cry. LOL. Ugh. Aside from the fact that I just don't really think about how long I've had them, I wash them periodically, and they just get pummeled into a shape and the consistency that is super comfy after a while. Huh? I moved out for the first time and simply took my pillows from home with me, being 22 and broke. Then I moved in with my ex, and we split the cost whenever we got new ones. So price didn't really matter. Now I'm 26, just broke it off, getting my own bedroom. So I took 2 pillows with me with the plan to get new ones, but now I'm second guessing that. I'll just keep washing this ones till I feel like splurging on pillows.
They only paid $40 for 2 pillows?
Apparently, those are...
That is cheap.
That's cheap, bro. That's crazy cheap. Wait till you got, like, neck pains. And you're like, oh, a pillow's $150? Fuck yeah, will it get rid of this neck pain? Oh, my God.
Yeah. $40 for 2 pillows is nothing.
Nothing. That's $20 a pillow, dude. That's a pizza. And you sleep on it. So you use it more than the pizza. I know. I just thought
Sleep is so important. Like, you don't cheap out on pillows or sheets. Remember when we would get like those cheap ass sheets and they would just like pill all over and then you'd get in and it was just like razor blades? We thought like $40 was too much for a set of sheets.
Yeah. Go out and buy $12 sheets.
Yeah. See how far that gets you.
Yeah. Just buy once and cry once until 2 years later when you need another one. But yeah, I just thought it was hilarious. I could actually picture us standing in like, I don't know.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Sure. Just any big box store staring at pillows and being like, what the fuck? Like how much they were when we were that young. And then like nowadays, it's like,
I don't even remember buying pillows back then.
I think I remember one. Yeah, I remember we did.
No, I know. I don't remember like the cost or thinking that it was outrageous. But I mean, back then you could buy just cheap pillows and sleep because
you weren't falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. I read it and it like instant flashbacks to being like, dude, I was right there. I've been right there. And then you know, when you get older, you're like, oh, $100 for a Tempur-Pedic pillow. And it like caresses my neck.
You're like, I'm in.
It's done.
I don't even want to look at that cheap crap anymore.
Yeah. I even, when you get old enough, you get a pillow guy.
We have a pillow guy. We have a mattress
guy. Just stop by and be like, that's what I need. Don't care about the price. Here's my card. Yeah. I immediately thought of like.
See, I don't really remember like going into a big box store and buying pillows.
You probably went off and bought all the sheets just for whatever.
I did start buying the sheets after you came back one time, and I think you got them at like TJ Maxx or, you know, like a store like that. And we used them and washed them like maybe just like a couple of times. I think they were like flannel sheets and they just pilled up and it was just so horrible. And I was like, you are not allowed to buy sheets. Like sheets are something you do need, one, good quality so that they last, and two, so that you can actually fucking sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, because you save money in the long run.
Yeah, by not buying them every three washes.
So more than 3 months because you don't do it once a month. See, I thought that one was pretty funny. All right. I have been taught nothing about adulting.
Oh, good.
So I'm nearly 18. I'm very depressedly. Yeah, he spelled that all fucked up. You obviously can't fucking spell either.
Hey.
I'm very depressed and want to move. Want to move out of my parents as it is very toxic. However, my parents have taught me no valuable skills nor anything about what it takes to live by oneself further than it's hard, it's expensive, blah, blah, blah. Punctuation, bro. Come on. Only just about an hour ago, I was told by my mother that I'm a child and she wants the adult in an argument. Yet they always expect me to be more of an adult, despite not preparing me for being one at all whatsoever. I'm very crushing because I do feel like a child and not at all anywhere close to feeling like an adult. I guess I'm wondering, where can I learn how to live as an adult, the facts, the resources, all of the sort?
YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube, bro. You can fucking learn anything off YouTube. You want to do an oil change on a helicopter? YouTube.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what?
I
what
get it.
what if in high school they start making a class called just adulting?
Yeah.
Just it's like an elective and it's just called adulting.
I agree.
It actually should not be an elective. It should be mandatory.
Yeah, it should be mandatory. It's preach. I'm serious. That's a great idea. That's what you should have. You know, all these kids are fuck calculus. Okay, you will never fucking use it unless you're a mathematician or a scientist. I don't even know what the fuck calculus is.
I don't know.
Never once
Engineering,
used
maybe?
it. Huh?
Engineering, maybe? I don't know.
Engineering. Maybe that's trig. I don't know. Didn't learn that one either.
Don't know that one either.
Never used it. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. That's exactly what they should do in school.
And it's just, I mean, you don't, when we first moved out getting apartments or, you know, living with people or whatever, you know, you're not told that you're going to have to put a deposit down. Like nobody actually gives you like a rundown of how it's going to go. You're going to have to turn in an application. They may or may not run your credit depending on if you go with a big company or personally owned, you know, rental.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the fees that come with it. You take so many things for granted when you live at home. Heat, water, electricity, groceries. You have no idea how much that stuff costs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think that's exactly that. You should be forced to learn all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Here's a budget, realistic, you know,
Mm-hmm.
your spending habits directly affect you.
100%.
You know, I think that's a great idea. It should absolutely be done that way, because think about if you had just had a jump start of a couple years, like actual like knowledge, credit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you said, you know, car loans,
Mm-hmm.
any of that stuff. That would all be smart to learn. And yet they teach you none of that shit in school because they want you to be fucking stupid when you go to the real world. They want you to be clueless. All they want you to do is work and consume. That is it.
Yeah. But I mean, I just think that, this kid's 18. He is a child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I was 18, I didn't think I was a child, but I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you just have to ask people. You have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you have, you know, friends who live on their own, if you have cousins, brothers, sisters, friends, you know, anything,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just start asking people. I don't think none of my friends had parents who sat them down and were like, this is how you adult.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
Yep.
You know, maybe they helped them I know one helped by co-signing on a rental house.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying?
Short-term help. That's not knowledge.
Well, no, but she helped because she had to explain, you know, the rent, everything like that, you know, the deposit, and then what would happen if the house got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So she did give her the knowledge and also some help. And then the house got destroyed. Because there was 5, 18, and 19-year-olds living in it, destroying it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a terrible idea. I would never want to co-sign for anyone.
Oh, I would never co-sign for anybody. I mean, yeah. The whole heating duct to the upstairs got ripped out.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So, but I don't think anybody really gets sat down and told. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be parents out there who do that, but I just don't really. I don't know.
I would hope that like kids realize that all this information, like on the internet, YouTube forums, all this stuff wasn't there 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So you had to like trial and error, and then you actually need to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
not
That's the biggest one. Just learn from your mistakes.
make mistakes, but just learn from them.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
How do you justify spending a significant amount of money on yourself? It's easy. You just fucking
so
buy
easy.
it. How do you justify spending a significant amount of money on yourself?
Easy.
It's very easy. You just want it. You just fucking
Give
buy
me a difficult one.
Just slide it. Just kidding. Don't do that. I'm at a loss here. 31 with no college experience and a shit job. Right now, I'm 51% through my skill cap maintenance tech HVAC program, provided for free, and have completed free training programs on coding and digital marketing, but I've never paid for anything like that, which is kind of cool. Doing a HVAC,
Yeah, I feel like that'll
for
give
free.
you a really good opportunity. Yeah, and for free. How do you do it for free?
I don't know. Online, you go take a refrigerant test, and then you go get a job. When considering a bachelor's degree in business management, I was recommended Sophia to get about 50. What the fuck is Sophia? Whatever. It sounds like an online college. To get about 50 credits towards a degree, which costs $100 a month or $600 a year if you prepay. Getting those credits would cut my time in half it would take to get a bachelor's degree. In theory, saving me money on tuition. I've always figured the only way to go to college was if I was to get some sort of aid. I have absolutely zero interest in going to college, and that would only be doing it so I can get out of this minimum wage trap. The money to pay for it is in savings, but I hate the thought of spending that much on myself. Other than buying a used car or paying $1,200 for my cat's thyroid treatment, I've never spent that much money. When I bought myself a used Switch for $200 last year, I ended up selling it because I felt guilty of overspending that much on myself. How do I justify spending 3 times that amount?
Why is he going to college and the HVAC thing?
He doesn't want to go to college. He was saying it's like it's an option. He could do it, right?
But if you're doing the HVAC thing and all of that, I mean, that's like a trade.
It's exactly what I believe.
And that's free.
Apparently. And this skill cat thing is training on multiple trades. So I've been studying maintenance, plumbing, HVAC. I suck at the electrical stuff though. I was like, who cares? Just you want to not go to college and make good money, go do a trade.
Absolutely.
Find out what you like. All of them will pay pretty good. Go find out what you like that you think would be enjoyable, and then just be the best at it.
Oh, 100%. And some of these trades you could open your own company.
Yeah, get your journeyman's license.
Yeah, get your journeyman's license, work for yourself, plumber, electrician. I mean, you have those skills and you can become just a contractor and you can do, remodels and other jobs. I mean, just be the best that you can and you could make good money. And also, if you wanted to, work for yourself, which is ideal.
Yeah, some people obviously aren't good at working for themselves.
Yeah, you have to be that type of person.
You gotta want to do it, but there are so many advantages to working for yourselves on top of a ton of disadvantages.
How much of your business degree have you used?
0. I spent $30,000 on it. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. He's talking about business school, and he's going and learning this trade.
I know.
You're now in a trade, make good money, and use none of your
0 in my college. The funny thing, I was thinking about this as I read it the first time. Like my minor is in marketing. Okay. Well, the marketing that we were taught 15 years ago is
not what it is.
It's null and void. It does not actually have anything to do with digital marketing nowadays. So who knows what it'd be, with like AI. Boom. They don't even do it. It's just boom. It does it for you, you know? But yeah, go into a trade if you don't want to go to college. I'm not saying college is a total ripoff, but 95% of it is.
Well, and there's so many people who don't use their college degree for what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I could say having a business management degree, I learned a lot of skills that transfer over into any sort of life,
Yes.
right? You could take those skills and put them anywhere. The flip side is I've never once used it for business management.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying though. I think that people just think too much about like just college. Learning a trade is the same thing.
Yeah, you're going to school and you're learning a skill.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said, like, pick the one you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, because you might not, like he said, he doesn't like the electrical part of it. Great. I like electrical part of stuff. I don't like plumbing.
Right. But what I'm saying is you can even become a contractor and
learn all of it.
Well, you learn all of it, but yet you go to do a job and you find a great electrician that you like working with and you hire them for that part.
Yeah. Sub a bunch of this stuff out.
Sub out the stuff that you don't want to do.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, if you wanted to get in the trades, go out, research them all that are local. Okay. There's some places that have unions that you have to, you know, go to the union hall, but it just depends on where you're at. But yeah, go figure out which trade you want to do and then just be the best at it, because there's a ton of people in that trade that probably suck, you know?
Yeah. Well, I also just think that people are like, kids nowadays are so ingrained that you just have to go to college. That is it. You have to go.
No, yeah, you don't. You don't at all. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But like, you can go to the trade and make way more money than you are in some bullshit, you know.
And not have the student loan debt.
Yeah, and have no student loan debt. You'll get paid for your apprenticeship. Do it. It's a great way to.
When you're done with your apprenticeship, your pay just goes up.
Yep. You know, it's crazy. You know, everyone that I know that's in the trades. Right? Technically, I'm not union, but you know, I could take my skilled trade and we could go to almost any major city and I get a job.
Yeah.
It's the same thing if you're an electrician and you're like, let's move. You don't have to worry about getting a job. You'll get a job.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I think sometimes, you know, kids just, I think they worry about it way more than at least we did. I'm not going to speak for most kids our age, you know, when we were kids. But yeah, so many kids, it's just ingrained in, like, you have to go to college. Well, so that when you get out, you have $100,000 in debt. You start a career in debt. Yeah. You know?
It took me years to pay it off. You know, I ignored it for a couple of years. I ignored it.
We ignored a lot of things for a couple of years.
Yeah. But like, you know, we both, when we were like hammering on debt, yeah, that was a big one. You know, coming up with 20 grand later on for a degree you did not use, or 25, something like that. Yeah, it sucked. You know, it's a ton of debt that you take on, and that my degree was cheap. These kids go out and get, you know, they're 60.
You go to a university,
$60,000 to $80,000 a year for these bullshit 4-year degrees. Have fun. You're making $25 an hour. You know, you can do that taking a shit on one of the trades. If you were taking a shit in a porta potty working for an electrical company, you'd be making double that.
Yeah, I know. It is just insane. And then, you know, you have a lot of kids nowadays who are saying that when they get out of college that they can't find a job. It's not that they necessarily can't find a job, but they're looking for a job
has to pay X amount of dollars.
But it also, they want something that has to do with their degree because they just spent years getting this and now they owe money for it. And they, you know,
exactly.
And it's like, it's just because you go to college does not mean that you're guaranteed a job.
Exactly.
In the field that you went in.
Yeah. You can
It's
do.
insane.
Yeah. I mean, if I could go back, I'd drastically change those 2 years that I went, all the money I spent on it, all the money I blew, you know? But
Yeah.
you're a kid, you have to make dumb decisions and then learn from them, right? Learn from your bad decision.
Yeah.
But like, I would have done it different. I'd have probably just went into electrical, like got my journeyman's.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. Find your strength and then go do it. Like if you're just strong, and you got to like it.
Yes.
You have to like it. You know, you can do but like with the trades, I feel like you need to just enjoy it for the most part. You know, you're going to put a lot of time and a lot of sweat and a lot of, blood into getting, your journeyman or getting your certificate or whatever. You need to make sure you really like it. You don't have to love it, but just be the best motherfucker you can.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys will suck, and I guarantee people are looking for good, hardworking people in the trade, and they're perfectly fine paying well.
So my 40 male wife, 41 female, does not stop interrupting me. She says it's because I take pauses in the middle of my sentences, so she starts talking. But even if I do, it's never in a natural place where a thought would end. I feel like I can never have a real conversation with her. What do I do?
Hitting home.
Most of it is in the title. For example, if I want to talk about taking the kids to the zoo, I'll say something like, hey, so I know I'll be watching the kids on Saturday, and I was thinking about doing something fun. Thinking about something fun to do. She'll interrupt me and start talking about what time she'll be home on Saturday night and our plans for Sunday. Then if I say, you cut me off, she says, you take pauses. It's hard for me to know when you're done talking. But that's not always true. Often she'll stop me in the middle of a word, and it's almost never in a logical spot where I would have been done talking. It feels like she doesn't listen, and when she tells me I take pauses, I feel like it's gaslighting. I have no idea what to do. For the most part, we have good marriage otherwise. We're in couples therapy and have talked about this to death, but nothing changes. Her mom does the exact same thing, and it annoys her, so you think she'd be extra sensitive. Any thoughts on how to handle this next time? I feel like I've tried everything.
Sounds like it's trying to change a person from being left-handed to right-handed.
I don't know. You and I...
So you just interrupt me.
I did not. You took a pause.
It's instinctual. It's a habit. It's just a really bad habit.
Well, yeah, maybe. I just feel like... Because we've done it.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
You just got to, recognize, if you say something about it, if I say something about it, and then you recognize, okay, this really bugs this person. I'm just not going to do it. Try to make, you got to be kind of active.
Yeah.
Of, curbing that habit.
Make a little sign that you hold up when you're done talking. It just says done.
No. At the end, you go, psh, over. That was good. That was funny.
It doesn't make sense.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Because you're done. The other person's ready to speak. Simple.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like you would understand that.
What, because you interrupt me?
Yeah.
You're much better now. We both have worked on it. When I interrupt you, it fucking pisses you off.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly logical for the other person to feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
You just got to try to not interrupt them. Over.
You forgot the psh.
Psh, over. That's how I want you to talk to me from now on.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
They've talked it to death. So either accept it or just keep getting frustrated.
Sounds like nothing's changing for you, bud.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're shit OL.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was funny because I do interrupt you all the time.
You do. I'm not saying you don't have like something good to say. You just, if it's on like the tip of your tongue, you got to say it. And you can't like pause and be like, oh, is he done? Can I take the visual cue of him being done talking? Even though I know he's halfway through this sentence and he did take a legitimate pause for the seat, like right there. You know, you take a pause, you're like, okay, boom, and then you keep talking. Everyone knows when like someone's talking during a, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that, like for me, if I just don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget what I was about to say.
Write it down.
I'm not.
Make some bullet points.
Bullet points. I'll just forget what I'm going to say. I'm good with that.
That's pretty funny. It is furiously annoying when people do that. Especially, like, it's different. If I say that to you, like, hey, you interrupt me, you know, sometimes when I'm talking and we're having just a normal conversation, you have every right to keep talking when I'm done. You know, like if I say that to you, you take it to heart and you're like, all right, I see how that annoyed him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to, you know, interrupt him for no goddamn reason.
Except for the words that I have to say.
Except for the words you have to say. Yes, those matter.
I have to get them out.
Those matter.
No, I know. All right. Today I fucked up by shitting all over my now ex's bathroom.
What?
Yeah. So this happened a few nights ago at my now ex-girlfriend's house. So let me set the scene for you. They only have one toilet and it's downstairs and it's really noisy. I had to take a shit, but her whole family was in the living room and the toilet is in the hall. So I figured that I'd fart before sitting down so the noise would not vibrate into the toilet as it normally does. I've done this before and it always worked. But this particular time I was having stomach cramps and accidentally shit all over the bathroom. The floor, the toilet were completely covered in diarrhea. I tried to clean it up, but it was bad and the smell was unbearable. I had to tell my girlfriend and she was extremely grossed out. I tried to explain to her there was an accident and I wasn't trying to be rude or gross. I offered to clean it up, but she sent me home and told me she'd talk to me later. I asked her if she could try to hide it from her family, but later I heard that she had to ask her mom for help because the smell wouldn't go away. Today she texted me that she didn't want to be with me anymore because she had the ick. I had to look up what that meant. Her family dislikes me because I didn't take the blame and helping cleaning. I tried to apologize, but she doesn't want to listen and told me to come get my stuff. She tried blaming it on my hygiene, but I shower every day, brush my teeth at least twice a day, and she has never complained about that before. This has really broken my heart, and I feel embarrassed to ever see her family again. I miss her a lot, but I don't know what to do.
You live with those consequences, buddy. What the fuck?
So she broke up with him for shitting all over her family's bathroom.
Dude, you aren't at that level yet. You got to be married for years and years, like physically sick in a bathroom. And then she's still going to make you clean it up if she's a good person.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to be like, well, you get over that cold. You know, I don't care where that flu's taking you. You're cleaning up. Why would you think that's being a guy, like taking a fart before you take a poop? No, you just take the poop. The toilets are made for shitting on. It doesn't matter how loud you are.
He did shit on the toilet.
Shit all over the place. But it's made for going to the bathroom. You don't try to stop vibrations. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that did not work out well for him.
Lesson learned, buddy.
Yeah, always fart into the toilet.
Always fart into the toilet.
I mean, like, if you feel like that bad, why would you risk that? Like, that just, I mean...
It's a ballsy move.
That was Russian roulette right there.
This isn't Taco Bell, son. One bathroom downstairs. Who cares if it's, you know, next to the living room. You just take a poop. That's what bathrooms are for. This is a hard lesson that was learned today, bud.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, just, and here's the thing. He offered to clean it up and she said no. Stick around and clean it up. I don't care what they say. Just do it. Be like, listen, I need the shit to clean this up, and kick them out of the bathroom and clean it up.
Absolutely.
You do not look at him and be
one
like,
gets to
oh,
go
you
in
don't
there.
want me to clean it up? Okay, I'll go
leave.
home. No.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you tell them to get out and you clean it.
You clean it, and then it doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
If you got to go raid the pantry, you make sure no one goes in there.
Yeah.
You clean up that mess and guarantee.
Yeah, I don't care if it takes you all night.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah. You wonder why she broke up with you? Because you left shit all over the bathroom. You left.
You pooped
It
all
wasn't
over
even
the
the fact
bath.
that you actually did it. It was the fact that you left.
No.
And then she had to clean it up.
Yeah, the fact that your girlfriend saw your diarrhea all over her parents' house or bathroom, that's why she broke up with you.
Yeah.
There's no simple answer.
No.
That is your simple answer. Like, what did you expect her to do? Be like, well, here's some Tums, go home.
Oh, and you think that her family's not going to be like pissed and grossed out that you just left that all over their bathroom?
Yeah, dude, you got to clean
I
that
don't
up.
care what anybody says. Like, you stay and clean it up.
Oh my God.
The parents didn't tell him to leave.
Yeah, she told you to leave because she was super grossed out right that second.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet you
because
she
you
was
showed it to her.
Yeah, I bet you she was way more grossed out having to clean it up.
You should have never shown her anything. Visuals stay for a very long time.
They do.
Like, you tell the girl, like, oh, I just, shit my pants, right? That's a joke in a month or two, okay? Shitting everywhere and then showing her, that's a visual thing that's been burned into her eyes for life.
And that's the only bathroom.
Yeah.
Everybody has now seen it and still has
They
to
all
use
know.
that bathroom.
They all know now, bud.
It's like traumatizing. Like, it doesn't matter how much bleach you use. You're in that bathroom, you're thinking about shit everywhere.
Yep. Old Brian shit everywhere. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he left.
He left. You messed up, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It didn't
better.
say how old he was.
I'm guessing like 15, 16.
I don't know.
You never let your girlfriend see your poop. He didn't learn that in school. That's why.
Yeah. There should be a class on it.
There should be a class on what you're okay to show your girlfriend. Just because you shit your pants doesn't mean you go show her.
You change your pants.
You just change your pants. Holy fuck, that's wild. That one's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It was just like, what?
What?
And you wonder why she broke up with you?
Yeah, there's
you're heartbroken?
You're heartbroken? No, you should be mortified.
Yeah, be mortified and you like have nothing to do with her. Like, hope to God that you don't run into her in public. Nothing.
Yeah, go to college in a different state. Never
away.
go back home.
Yeah, move away.
This will wake
Don't
you.
look back and don't ever tell anybody.
Yeah, this will wake you up in the middle of the night.
Yes.
When you're 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, fuck. That one time I pooped all over that girl's fucking bathroom. Oh my God.